MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate.
Jones.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Jones pass.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll find JuJu Smith-Schuster.
Roethlisberger.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to Jalen Samuels. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
JuJu Smith-Schuster.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
8-yard pickup.
3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ballantyne to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Corey Ballantyne on the return. The Giants take over first.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Operating from the gun. Jones being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Saquon Barkley.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Cameron Hayward on the
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Darius Slayton. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Complete to Darius Slayton. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 5-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Giants nothing.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now a toss right to Barkley, shedding through the defense. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Corey Coleman there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
That's not good enough, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool.
Roethlisberger's pass.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
And he finds McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Number 30.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
He was brought down by Blake.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate.
Jones.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Jones on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
49-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And an incomplete pass.
Intended for
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
by Steven Nelson.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Operating from the gun. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones throwing on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Tate.
Jones pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
21-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 10, Steelers 7.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's Kareth White on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Kareth White on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 6 yards there. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Smith-Schuster. A gain of 14. And a Steeler 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and
I
goal.
love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Operating from the gun, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanted to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And that is incomplete.
Jones pass intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Take over first.
And New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Jones hit and the ball's out, but I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession.
Daniel Jones sacked.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.